So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We stand for the national anthem of France. There's the whistle. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. He's found a way through. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cherki ploughing through the middle. Mbappe! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe goes short, and he shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Traoré. He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! And again! Goal! France! And France are in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Le numéro 9.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
France very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Showing great feet there. Cherki, and it's Conte. He is just caressing the ball. Cherki! He's done very well to get to that.
Cherki actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Mbappe with the short one. Can he finish? The referee's awarded a free kick. Hernandez does well to get it back. And this is Dembele. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Laporte. Fabian Ruiz. It's Pedri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Conte. And here's Mbappe. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pedri. And that was asking for too much. Mbappe. And it's Akliouche. Oh, it's Dembele. Cherki. Good take, and is he in? Pedri. Oh, that is a good chance for a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rodri. Now Fabian Ruiz. Nice. Ended up in no man's land.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Dembele. And he's gone backward here. Chance, surely! No mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's just beyond his reach. And here's Mbappe.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Conte. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
France absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. France are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And here is the first touch of the second half. Somewhat off target. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Pedri. That's going wide left. Now it's Gavi. Conte. Gets a good foot in there. And here's Dembele. He's in a good position here. Rodri. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out for a throw. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, it's Dembele. Out towards the flank.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Conte. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! And how did he not make it 4?
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
France have their third corner. And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Le numéro 8.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodri. And it's Llorente. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Mikel Oyarzabal, always goal side. Gavi picks it up out wide. Akliush. And Cherki. And here's Gavi. And it's Pedri. Chouameni gets a foot in here. Oh, it's Dembele. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. And that's a good... And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. Kubasi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hernandez gets into a good position. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Rodri. Mbappe. Dembele. Real chance!
Dembele really needed to concentrate on...
Shoots!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Decent chance! Off the post! Rodri. Cucurella. Spread out to the left. It's Pedri. Threads one in. Gavi wants to run onto this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he skips past his man. Llorente did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Dembele. He's looking wide. Tries a shot!
Attention, changement.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. Now it's Chouameni. Chance to shoot!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Spread to the right. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe, who has set up 2 goals, stood up well to him there. So that's it. It is all over. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.